fuel shortage in South Carolina. Ironically, they might have fuel at this gas station. I don't know. This facility is called a Spinks, and they're pretty widespread here in South Carolina. Nope, I see the bags on the pumps. Yeah, they have no fuel here. You see the bags on the pumps there. The yellow bags. Yeah. Wow, man. Good Lord. Well, here we are with another video on the Joe Wentz Project TV. Stick around, don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, what's happening? Thank you for tuning in. I was going to do this as a live video, starting from the Spinks where I just left, but the signal out here is very, very sketchy, and it'd have been pretty bad. It'd been horrible. So we'll just do it this way. The good old-fashioned way. At least I know there won't be no hiccups, no skips in the audio or nothing like that, as opposed to being live. You always deal with stuff like that that's out of your control. It is a cloudy day here in South Carolina. It's very overcast. It was doing some raining. That has subsided for now. It is about 5:07. It's 46 degrees, which is very odd for this time of year. It's very cool, but it feels good to me, man. I don't mind it being cool weather. I don't mind it at all. So yeah, I was wanting to talk about the fuel shortage, which I was a little late to the party on that deal, man. A couple of nights ago, I was coming home from work, and when you work the night shift, you're just kind of out of the loop of everything. I know I am. I'm pretty bad about not paying attention to the news or nothing like that, because I spend a lot of time by myself on the road, and I don't never listen to the radio anymore, nothing like that, which I guess has its upsides and downsides. I don't know, but anyway, so I got home that night, and the next afternoon when I woke up, I was playing some music, and my wife come in there and said, you know, she was kind of a little bit, not in a panic, but she was a little afraid, I guess, you know, and it's like, what's going on? You all right? You know, she goes, how much gas you got in your car? I said, about half a tank, I guess. You know, I was like, well, you need to drive the car or something? She goes, no, that's not going to work. You're going to get gas, and there's hardly no gas left around here. And I was like, again, I was out of the loop. I was like, no gas? Anyway, she told me about what was going on, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. What the hell? So, from what she told me, like some Russians hacked into the pipeline stuff or something, and I was like, what the hell's going on with that? You know, so, man. But, so, I don't know about where y'all live. I don't know what it's like to get fuel where you're at. But I know around here, man, in my surrounding area where I live and where I travel through, it's really bad. I mean, it is really bad. I go down to the beach 4 nights a week for delivery. And Myrtle Beach is a huge vacation spot. You know, it's a huge tourist attraction ever since I remember my parents were kids, you know, and I'm sure for their parents too. And my wife showed me something on Facebook. Somebody had posted that there was no gas in Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach, Gallivant's Ferry, I think it said, and all around the beach area, there's nothing nothing. Well, that's where I was going last night for my delivery, and I usually get there, if things go normal, I usually get there about 11 p.m. to my delivery destination. But so I'm on the main highway going, that traffic goes in and out of Myrtle Beach when people are coming in and leaving, like I said, and that highway is called 501. And I couldn't believe the amount of traffic that was leaving Myrtle Beach at almost 11 p.m. last night. I mean, it was just a slew of people that were taking off, man. They were leaving, and I thought to myself, uh-oh, you know, they can't get gas here. And so that, can you imagine how many people just canceled their vacations? I mean, just, you know, they probably had hotel rooms for the whole week, or rented houses, or whatever the case may be, and they just say, we got to go, because they're, you know, when you're on vacation, you're going to drive here and there and yonder and whatever to do stuff. You're not going to just sit in the hotel room and, you know, you're going to go out and eat and go do stuff. Well, that takes gas, takes fuel. So I was like, man, these people are leaving because they can't, there's no fuel stations open. And so, you know, they're leaving. That was my guess, you know. So, and I was crossing this bridge, coming into where it says, welcome to Myrtle Beach, this big sign. And I happened to look over to my right, and there was a convenience store over there, and they apparently they had some gas. And man, them cars over there, it was crazy, the amount of cars that was over there that were all lined up and blocking each other in, and it was kind of sad and scary at the same time. I was like, man, this is horrible. And I said, it's just going to be a matter of moments before those pumps dry up, you know, and it'll be gone. So that was a strange sight to see. And when I was heading to the beach last night, you know, you go through quite a few little towns, and all of those gas stations, their lights were off. The lights were off. They were shut down. I said, man. So my wife, when she asked me that the other day, when she brought it to my attention about the fuel crisis, she took my car to a gas station that still had gas, and she filled up my car for me. She had to go do some errands anyway, so she went and fueled up my car. She fueled up her car. And she said, well, I'm not going anywhere unless I just absolutely have to go somewhere. I said, yeah, don't, you know. So, man, what a crazy time we are having right now, especially in this area. And I also heard that something else that's contributing to this is they got the pipeline back open, is what I heard. But they're having trouble getting tanker drivers to transport the fuel, because there was something going on with tanker drivers a while back. I don't know if I'm sure it's over money, and a lot of tanker drivers quit. And I'm just going to tell you right now, without truck drivers, America stops. People can say what they want. I've been a truck driver since 1995. And people don't realize how valuable truck drivers are until something like this happens. And, you know, without your drivers, man, you're not going to get any goods. Everything you have came off a truck. Everything I have came off a truck. I mean, everybody, you know, so drivers are very important to America, you know, to process goods back and forth. And and look, man, tanker drivers that work for these gas companies, they don't make much money. They don't. And their job is very dangerous. It's a dangerous job transporting fuel. Just takes one accident for that damn thing to blow up, and the driver's dead. God forbid. But hell yeah, tanker drivers should make good money. All truck drivers should make really good money. The problem is you got big trucking companies like Swift, JB Hunt, you know, a couple others, and they get these young guys right out of truck driving school that are 21 years old. You have to be a minimum age of 21 to drive to get your CDLs, and they train them up for, you know, 6 weeks or whatever the case is, and they throw them in the truck with a trainer for however, you know, not long, and then they send them off by themselves. That's not enough time to be training, and they don't have enough experience under their belt. But anyway, people that are young like that, the trucking companies pay people like that low wages, and it's not, you know, it's just, that's what makes it bad for the rest of us drivers that are trying to make an honest wage. So anyway, didn't mean for this to go on the trucker talk, but yeah, I believe the tanker drivers should make good money if they're working for a fuel company. You know, hell yeah, they should make good money. Absolutely. Airline pilots make damn good money. Why can't truck drivers? You know, truck drivers should make, to me, they should make just the same amount as a damn surgeon or something. It's a dangerous job, man. It's not no fly-by-night stuff. It's dangerous. There's a lot that's going on, so they'll get it straight. You know, they'll either start paying their drivers some damn good money, or, you know, or there's going to be some anarchy going on, you know. But hopefully it gets straightened out. The fuel stuff gets straightened out soon around here, because, man, you talking about, you start putting fuel, you can't get no fuel, you know, that affects everybody. That affects everybody. I mean, just think about the landscaping companies and all that stuff. What are they going to do, you know? And then you got everybody hoarding the gas. Then they if they can find gas, they take 6 gas cans up there and fill. I'm like, holy crap, man, you know? It's like, come on, man. But that's going to make it bad for everybody in the long run, I feel. But what they'll end up doing, if this doesn't get straightened out really soon around this area, I feel what they'll do is when they finally start getting fuel, they'll put a limit on the pumps, how many gallons you can get per sale, you know, is what I'm assuming. But there's ways around that shit too. You just got to use a little common sense. But I hope it gets straightened out quick. I really do, because it could get ugly. It could get ugly really quick. The one thing that I was worried about, you know, me being a truck driver, I had to, I was like, am I gonna be able to get diesel in this tractor when I'm wrapping up my shift? Because I gotta put fuel in it. I mean, we do have a fuel at work, but when I get off my shift, when my shift ends, that Penske, the fuel island, they ain't open. They close it like, I don't know, man, like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Well, hell, I don't get back till like 5 in the morning, so they've been closed for, you know, 6 hours or something, you know. So I have to, it's my responsibility to put fuel in that tractor, because when I park it, 8 out of 10 times there's a driver waiting to jump in it to start his shift. And there's nothing around here to get fuel, so I had to kind of think about it, and I said, okay, I need to stop at this particular truck stop and see if I can get fuel. And luckily they had diesel, so I was able to get fuel, but they didn't have unleaded gas for the cars. They had none of that. I was like, dang, man, it's out everywhere. So it's, like I said, I'm not sure how it is in your neck of the woods, but out here it's bad, man. It's bad. It's bad. It's not a pretty sight. On the big road here, on the big road, heading to work. Oh, we got somebody broke down over here on the side. Lord, I hope he's not out of gas. I've seen quite a few of, when I was coming back from the beach last night, after I made my delivery and I was coming back, and a span of like, I don't know, let's say a couple hours, I'd see a car off the side of the road with its four-ways flashing, and about 45 minutes later, I'd see another car off the side of the road. I was like, oh, Lord. And it didn't look like they had mechanical problems. I didn't see the hood up. I didn't see, like they were changing a tire. I said, I bet you they ran out of fuel. They ran out of fuel, man. God almighty. We gotta get over here. We got this guy trying to get on. Got a big truck sitting on the side right there with his four ways on. Don't know what's going on with him, but let's see if we can get back over. Oh, it's trying to rain again. Lord of mercy. Here we go. My goodness. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you, being a truck driver, there's a lot of things I see out here that some things are comical, some things are very serious. And the sad part is you see more of the serious things out here. And on some aspects, it's very sad. So I'll just give you an example of what I saw earlier this week. I was heading to my destination, and I took a street. It's a 2-lane road that's out in the country that I take to cut through so I can avoid a bunch of stoplights. And it's a truck. It is a truck-friendly road, so trucks are allowed on the road on that 2-lane road there. So I take this cut through all the time, and it's a small town, and small towns have really strict speed limits. So when you first get on this 2-lane road, it's 30 miles an hour, and then a couple hundred yards or so it goes to 35, and then so on and so on. So I'm going down through there. I'm in the 30 mile per hour zone. And I'm going 30 because, I know what it's like in small towns. They don't play. And this was probably about 9:15 at night. I believe this was Sunday evening. Yeah. So anyway, I'm taking the cut through there. And you pass the little small town police station on your right, and there's a fire station there too. And so I'm going past, and I look, and I'm just looking around. I'm looking in my mirrors. Everything's normal, quiet. The town is pretty much done for the day. There's nothing going on. Very, 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 very small town. And so within seconds, I just, I'm always checking my mirrors because that's just a habit of being a truck driver. So I look in my left mirror and I see blue lights behind me a little ways, and he's coming up on me just like a bat out of hell, And I'm thinking, how you get that kind of like, oh no, kind of get that little scared feeling in the pit of your stomach, like when somebody comes up behind you and scares you or something. And I was like, oh man, I'm getting pulled over here. I'm doing the speed limit. And within seconds, he's on my bumper on the trailer, the DOT bumper on the trailer. And I'm like, well, there's nowhere for me to pull off. If I pull off the road, I'm going to be in somebody's front yard, and I don't want to tear up somebody's yard with that truck, and that'd be another phone call that I'd be getting. You damaged some property and blah, 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 or whatever. So I said, I guess I'll just stop here in the road, because there is nowhere else to pull over at. So I went to put on the brakes. There was another car coming towards me, coming the other direction. And so when I go to, I'm pretty much at a stop now. Well, the cop comes around me really quick. Well, I realized then, I said, he's not pulling me over. He's trying to get somewhere. And he comes past me and almost has a head-on collision with the car coming the other way. That driver finally got it in his head that he needed to stop, you know. So the cop cuts in front of me and he takes off. No siren, just blue lights. He was gone, man. You could smell his exhaust just, you know, a high-performance engine has that, just that certain scent on the exhaust. And we got to make a move here. Hang on just one second. This guy's going way too slow. And so I think to myself, well, he's going to a call on this little country road. I'm gonna run into him again here in a minute, because their little area of jurisdiction isn't much in that little town. It's not a big area. So I can see his blue lights in the distance. I never lose sight of his blue lights. And then all of a sudden, I mean, he's pretty good ways down the road now, but I see his blue lights, his vehicle. I can tell he pulls over and he stops. And at this point in time, there's nobody in front of me, there's nobody behind me, and I'm like, oh Lord, I wonder what's going on up here. So I come up on to where he's at, and I'm going like really, really slow. And it's like not an intersection, but it's a kind of a cross street. You know, you got two streets on, you know, one street on either side of you, and you're on the main road here. Over here on my right was a car sitting at a stop sign, and he was just sitting there with his headlights on. And the street over here is where the cop pulled over, and there was a little street light, a very dim street light on that corner. So I'm going through there really slow, and I'm looking, and I'm like, wonder what's going on here. And when I look to my left, I see a little girl laying on that street up beside me over here, and she's laying there lifeless. And you can see a lot of blood from behind her head on the asphalt. I mean, she looks like she was probably about 8 or 9 years old, and she had long brown hair all the way down her back. And there was somebody standing over trying to see if they can get she would respond. And I'm assuming it was the people that was in that car over there. So what it looked like to me, when I just, you know, a quick assumption of things, it looked like that little girl got hit. And it was a hit and run. So, I'm assuming. And that was, you know, like I said, I see a lot of things out here, but seeing that was horrible. And I don't know the outcome of that, but it was just by the looks of things, it was just, it didn't look good at all. And I pray to God that that little girl was okay, because I've seen a lot of stuff like that, like I said, out here, but not with a child. I've never seen that. And that, I'm just going to tell you the truth, man, that stuck in my head for a while. It still does now, but when I seen that, I thought, my heart just sank. And it was on it was on Mother's Day. I remember that now. Yeah, Sunday, that's right, Sunday was Mother's Day. And I did a video that day. Yeah, I was talking about what I did on my vacation. Yeah, that's right. And so that incident happened that night. And oh my God, man, it was just like, oh Lord. Yeah, I could tell you all kind of crazy stuff out here that I've seen, but I don't know, man. That's just something that happened like Sunday night, like I said, and I was just. It just, oh man. My prayers to that girl's family, man, and everything, and her. I hope, you know, maybe she made it okay. I don't know, but my God, it's just the amount of blood that was behind her head on the pavement. I was thinking to myself, if you just passed out and collapsed and hit like that, would you bleed that much, you know, out of your skull like that? I mean, I guess anything's possible, but, you know, I don't know. Because remember, I told you there was a car coming my way when that cop passed me when I was going through that little town. And I was like, well, did they see that? Were they the ones? Did they see that little girl? Did they hit that little girl? Or what? I mean, I have no idea. Maybe she didn't get hit. Maybe something else happened. I don't know. But just the way she was laying there, it just, you know, I was like, oh, man, yeah, that's crazy. Scary, man. It was scary. So, but anyway, you know, thank God for, you know, that you're here another day, and count your blessings for sure. Absolutely. I know I do. You don't take nothing for granted. You tell the ones you're with that you love them. Man, I'm telling you, boy. We're here at work. We are here. And there is my truck. Right there. Well, how about that? We made it. And it's time for me to sign off. So, thank y'all for watching this video. Leave me your comments if you wish. And to those who commented on my last video, thank you very much for that. I appreciate your opinions and everything. And we will talk to you later. Until next time, this is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project TV, where guitars still live and breathe. God bless y'all. Be safe. See you next time. Bye-bye.